When negotiators produce a compromise that the President supports, it will receive a vote here in the Senate. No such solution yet exists, so the negotiations continue. The DACA issue does not face urgent deadlines until March, at the very earliest. Our deadline to fund the government is tomorrow. One is an emergency, one is not. Later today, we anticipate the House will pass a bill that continues government funding and also attends to another urgent bipartisan concern. It will reauthorize the state children's health insurance program for a full 6 years, giving needed security to the families of the 9 million American children who depend on the program for coverage. A continuing resolution plus a 6-year S-chip extension is a common-sense package that every member of this body should support. Now, Mr. President, just consider my Democratic colleagues' own words on this very subject of the children's health insurance plan. Just last month, the senior senator from Pennsylvania said, quote, "Any uncertainty about the children's health insurance program is an insult to the country." That's the senior senator from Pennsylvania. He represents 342,000 children enrolled in S-chip. Now he'll have a chance to end that uncertainty. Our newest colleague, the junior senator from Alabama, made S-chip a central issue in his campaign. He presented himself as a champion of vulnerable kids. He said the Senate had to, quote, "stop playing political football with the health care of our children." Now he represents 150,000 of those children. Will he help us put a stop to the political games? The senior senator from Ohio said health care for our kids shouldn't be controversial. It shouldn't be partisan. It should be easy. The junior senator from Maine called a potential lapse in S-chip an abdication of our responsibility. The junior senator from Oregon said, quote, "struggling families would like to have some stability, not have their children be a bargaining chip in some broader vision." All of these Democratic senators represent tens of thousands of children who depend on S-chip. I'm more than puzzled why they would threaten to turn their backs on those children and shut down the government while they're at it over the entirely unrelated issue of illegal immigration. Why anyone would suggest it's a good idea to not fund S-chip for 6 years, to fund the government because they're upset over illegal immigration, an issue we have until March to address. Last year, the Senate Finance Committee unanimously agreed on a proposal to extend S-chip by 5 years. The continuing resolution we expect to take up will extend it for 6, with no partisan attachments. Shouldn't be a difficult vote. There's nothing in such a continuing resolution that my Democratic friends actually oppose. Surely they do not oppose continuing to fund programs for opioid treatment and prevention, even as negotiations continue on additional funding. Surely they do not oppose continuing to fund our military and our national security, even as negotiations continue.